How's it going, YouTube? This is Skul, and welcome to my monthly video game pickups video for the month of June 2018. I promised last month that I would sort of cut back on what I would get every month, and, well, I think I followed through. I think there's only a dozen games here, or so, but I do have this to open up. There's probably a fly who's going to be flying in front of the camera a little bit, so ignore that. I live in Texas, it's boiling, and we have mosquitoes. So, usually I would open up my retro game boxes, treasure boxes, in their own individual video. However, this did arrive on the last day of the month, which is when I'm recording this. So, unfortunately, I'm not able to make its own video. I'm just going to go ahead and open it up right now. So, the thing with this, if you're not familiar, excuse me, is, this is a loot box system, a grab bag sort of system, I guess is the best way to put it. I made tons of videos about this in the past, and they keep sending this to me, so this is a free product from them. So the way this works is you subscribe to the service, and every month they send you a random lot of games. And you get to specify which system you want those games for. In my case, I have NES, Super NES, and N64 games. And to help make sure that, or to help to ensure that it's less likely that you get duplicates, you can upload your current collection into their system to make sure that you don't get duplicates. So, that out of the way, let's go ahead and see what I got this month. The top game feels like a NES game. It is. We got Top Gun. So, I only know about this because of the Angry Video Game Nerd videos, but it is Top Gun, so it's at least a game I know. Feels like there's another NES game on the top. What is this? Oh, 720. 720 degrees looks like a skateboarding game. Very cool. Yeah, it's more clear on the top. Don't know if you can see that very well. Next up, feels like an N64 game. Blast Corps. And this is the, Blast Corps. This is actually a really, really fun game. Is this made by Rare? I'm pretty sure this is made by Rare. This is, one of those games that, I know a lot about. I've never played before. It's hard to describe what this is. I know about it. It's a wrecking simulator, I guess is the best way to put it. You just go around destroying things, and it's a blast, so very glad to have that. Feels like last up is a Super Nintendo game. Okay! NBA Jam! Nice! That's probably the best game out of the whole lot. We got some solid games this month. So if you like what you saw and you want to subscribe to the Retro Game Treasure Box, then go ahead. There's a link in the description. Yeah, I'm super happy with this. NBA Jam, one of those classic games. It's probably one of the best sports games ever made. It's a sports game that's more like an arcade game. Never played it, but its reputation precedes it, so that's awesome. Making sure I'm recording. I am. Good. And 720 and Top Gun. So, awesome games there. More games to add to my collection. So thank you, Retro Game Treasure, for sending me that. Let's see here. I'll just go ahead and get this out of the way. I only got one Wii U game this month. Tank. This makes it number 55 in my collection, so I am now over a third of the way towards a complete N64 North American collection. I'll probably only get 1 or 2 games a month from here on out. I would like to get 3, because it's about, not quite, but it's about 3 games is 2% of the library. But it's getting to the point now where I'm just getting up all the shovelware there is, and if I want 3 games, they're probably going to be $10 a game. So I'd much rather just keep my budget down. I still have a super secret project that I'm working on. I haven't even told my friends on YouTube about it. The only people who know are my immediate family and some in real life friends who are helping me do it. That's it. It's actually on the other side of this camera that I'm working on. But it's an expensive project, which means I've got to put aside a lot of money for it, which means not as much money for games. That being said, I am still giving myself $50 a month for retro games at my local store, and this month I only got 3 games. Only got 1 N64 game, but probably worth getting just the 1 game, Super Mario 64. Need I say anything about this? Now, this is actually a game that I played before. Played it a lot when I was a kid. It wasn't my favorite game as a kid. I remember liking Mario Kart 64 a whole lot more. But, you know, Super Mario 64, I ended up getting that. I got the original Legend of Zelda for the NES. don't need to say anything about that. And I got this, Road Rash for the 3DO. So, I played Road Rash a lot on my PC when I grew up. I didn't have a gaming PC, but my dad made a PC that was meant for content creation. He was an engineer, so he used it for CAD files and stuff. So it was capable of playing nice games. And I played Road Rash a ton when I was a kid. And this is the definitive port of it on the 3DO. I don't have a 3DO, but I really, really want one. It's high on my list of priorities for consoles, up there with Xbox, PlayStation 2, 3DO. So hopefully one day I'll get a 3DO really soon and be able to play this game. Definitive version. I don't know why they use boxes this big, but they did. So, and luckily I actually have a shelf that can fit these. So that was what I spent my $50 on at my retro game store this month. I know you're thinking, $50 for all that? Yeah, I got an insane deal, so pretty happy. I ended up getting 2 DS games this month through eBay. I got Super Mario 64 DS, and I didn't notice until I brought all the games out to show them to you guys that I ended up getting Super Mario 64 and Super Mario 64 DS in the same month. So I explained this last month. My brother gave me a lot of his old games that he doesn't play anymore, and some of those games had the case and the manual, but not the cartridge. So I actually only got the cartridge this month. I have the case and manual, but that does make Super Mario 64 DS complete, which I'm happy about. I still have maybe 5 or 6 games that I need to complete. I'll just do one a month or so. And I got Pokemon Black version. Or just, yeah, Black version. They dropped version after X and Y, fun fact. It was in every game before, but not since X and Y. So, I'm working on continuing my Pokemon Complete in Box collection. With this, I'm only missing 4 main series games, I'm pretty sure. I'm missing Diamond, Pearl, Heart Gold, and Black 2. I'm going to try and get one a month until they're all done, and then I need to finish up all the rest of my games complete in box. For the older Game Boy games and 1 DS game, they are not complete. Well, and Soul Silver I need to finish completing, but yeah, I'm getting 1 game a month, and that means hopefully by the end of summer I should have every single main series Pokemon game. I also got this. Most of you probably don't even know what this is. This is a Game Boy Advance wireless adapter. So this came with Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green, and this let you communicate with the other game without the need of a link cable. And there were fun exclusive mini games, and you could do more things with these, like, it would take too long to get into all of it. But if you watched my video last month, I got Fire Red complete, and it did come with one of these. I needed to finish that game. I did finish that game. I played it all month, and I finished it maybe a week ago. And I wanted to evolve my Kadabra into Alakazam, and the link cable I have doesn't work for Game Boy Advance games, only Game Boy and Game Boy Color games for some reason. So I decided, may as well get another wireless adapter instead of just getting another link cable just for my Game Boy Advance games. So now I have 2, and I was able to evolve my Kadabra, and there's all sorts of fun things that you can do with a wireless adapter in the Gen 3 games. There's a few other games that use it, not many, but honestly, as long as you just have Pokemon Gen 3 games, you can do so much with these, it's so worth it. Okay, let's see here. I got Ruiner for the PlayStation 4. Now this is actually a special reserve game. I don't usually go after special reserve games, however, they were having a hard time selling this, so they ended up going through LRG to fulfill the orders. And I ended up just hopping on that and grabbing one. I don't remember how many were made. It's either 3,000. I honestly don't remember. But you know, I like limited print games. I like collecting them. And Special Reserve has a number on the back right there of what your copy is. Mine is 1621. So, got Ruiner. It was an impulse decision, but this is also to help me start getting used to buying stuff from them for when they start doing Switch games. Same with when I did East Asia Soft with Dimension Drive. Turns out, Dimension Drive is the first game that they made for the Switch as well. So the one that I bought on PS4 is sort of redundant, but I'll keep it. I don't care. So now there's 3 companies that have flat out placed pre-orders for limited print Switch games. Limited Run Games, Super Super Rare Games, and East Asia Soft have all set up their games for pre-order or have fulfilled those orders, and there's at least another 8 who have stated their intentions. And Special Reserve is probably going to be the next one to do it, so something to be on the lookout for. I'm super glad that I have connections to know all this stuff. Because collecting Switch games is now less, you know, just getting stuff day one, which I'm not doing anymore, and more just being in the know about what the limited print games are, and getting those as soon as possible. I only got 3 Switch games this month. 2 of them were sent to me for free, so full disclosure. And this one is LRG's very first Switch game, Thimbleweed Park. So this is limited run #1 on the Switch. This went up for pre-order, I'd like to say in March, April latest. So it took a few months to get here, but honestly, it actually came sooner than they expected. They were expecting it to ship out late August, then it turned into mid-July, and then finally, I mean, it's here at the end of June, so. Thimbleweed Park, the first of many LRG games. Their 8th will be Night Trap, and that goes up for sale this upcoming Friday. And they have probably 15 more. No, they have 15 total of it that they've announced, which means there's at least another 7 more that are coming. I also got sent Owlboy. This is the European version. It was sent to me by the people over there. I am going to butcher this pronunciation. Sodesco, the company who made it, they contacted me and said, hey, would you like a physical copy of the game? And I said, yes, I would. I don't care if it's European. I may eventually have to get an American edition at some point to put it in my collection. But for now, I get to play the game. It's a beautiful, beautiful game. I highly recommend this to anyone out there who wants something really nice to play in between major Switch releases. So thank you so much for sending me this. And then this one was sent to me by Super Rare Games, The Flame and the Flood. So this is their second game. Their first one was Human Fall Flat, which I recently just finished. And I'm so glad they're doing this. They are really making a great name for themselves. They've done this. Their next release is Shelter Generations, which is available for pre-order right now. And I believe there's still some copies of this for sale. So if you want to get in on these Super Rare Games releases, then go to their website and pick some up. You will not regret it. I'm so glad they're doing this because all these games that they're making, I probably would have never played unless they made a physical version. And they did make a physical version, and now I have it, so now I have an excuse to play it. I got 2 LRG PS4 releases this month. I got Senko no Ronde 2, which I'm sure I butchered, but that's okay, which is number 59, and Typo Man Revised, which is number 83. I ordered a lot more. Well, actually, this month, I'm super lucky. They really toned down their releases. In fact, when I'm recording this video, they only released 1 PS4 game this week, so I'm super, super happy. This fly is driving me nuts. I'm sorry, guys. So I'm super happy that they're finally lowering the amount of releases they're doing every week, making it a lot more affordable, especially when I have to go after like 4 or 5 different companies to get limited print games now. So I'm super happy to have these. I'm beginning to play catch-up on PS4 games. I just ordered one on eBay. You'll see it next month. And the only other thing to talk about is this Eevee, which has been here the whole time. So this Eevee plush, I did not buy. This was sent to me as a birthday present from one of my Patreon pledgers. Thanks, Corey. It's a Build-A-Bear Eevee. It's absolutely adorable, and it talks. So that's absolutely adorable. It's so cute. I love it so much. I love collecting life-size Pokemon plushes. This is actually life-size, believe it or not. So yeah, it's all dressed up. It's adorable, and Build-A-Bear makes this, so if you guys want one for yourself, you can just go to Build-A-Bear and get it. But thanks so much, Corey, for the birthday present, and that wraps up today's, this month's game pickups. So, sorry I didn't have much to show off, although I feel I rambled quite a bit anyway. Next month, maybe I'll have more. There are some Switch games that I really, really want to get, so in the meantime, let me know what your favorite thing was that I got this month, and I will see you guys later. Hi everyone, this is Skul. If you liked the video, please leave a like and consider subscribing. I also want to give a huge thanks to my Patreon pledgers for this month, whose names you can see on screen, along with some other videos of mine I think you might enjoy watching. That does it for now. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more.